Good morning, everyone. So, today we are going to start a new topic that is fractions. Actually, fraction it's very simple, very easy, and very interesting. I think all of you will be familiar with fractions. Any number of the form a by b, where b should not be 0. Any number of the form a by b is called as fraction, where a and b are any integers. Okay? Now, b should not be 0. We can see examples of fractions. 2 by 3 is a fraction. 4 by 5 is a fraction. 8 by 5 it's a fraction. Okay. 100 by 89 is a fraction. So, this is called fraction. But here the denominator, here this part, whatever in the top part is called as numerator, and whatever in the down part it's called as denominator. So this is numerator and this is denominator, and denominator should never be 0. Whenever the denominator is 0, that is not defined. 8 by 0, it is not defined. 5 by 0, it is not defined. Okay, so that's about fraction. So any number of the form a by b are called fractions. Now we can see there are two types of fraction. One is like fraction and another is unlike fractions. Okay, unlike fractions. Like fractions and unlike fractions are here 2 by 3 and 5 by 3. These are two fractions. You can see comparing the denominator. The denominator is common in both these fractions. So whenever the denominators are common, we will call it as like fraction. Okay, 2 by 3 and 5 by 3, it is like fraction. Whenever the denominator is common, it is like fraction. For example, we can say another example. 3 by 7, then 9 by 7. Here the denominator is common, so this is like fraction. Now unlike fraction means whenever the denominators are different, we will call it as unlike fraction. For example, 2 by 5 and 3 by 7. Here we can see this denominator is 5, denominator is 7. So these are unlike fractions. Whenever the denominator is different, we will call it as unlike fraction. We can see one more example. 5 by 8, 7 by 9. The denominator is different, so it is unlike fraction. So that's about like fraction and unlike fraction. Okay, now we can see the problems regarding addition of fractions. Addition of fractions. Addition of fractions, that also we can divide into two types. Okay, you are adding like fractions and adding unlike fractions. Adding like fractions is very simple. Okay, like fraction already I told, whenever the denominator is common, we will call it as like fraction. So let's take two like fraction. 2 by 3 plus 5 by 3. Okay, here the denominator is common. So for adding like fractions, in the answer also the denominator will be same. Denominator will be same. So you can write the same as denominator 3. Now the numerator you have to add. Just you have to add the numerator. So that's about adding like fractions. Keep the denominator as it is and just add the numerator. So 2 plus 5, it will be 7. Okay, 2 plus 5, that will be the numerator. So the answer will be 7 by 3. Okay, so that's about adding like fractions. One more example I will tell. 8 by 9 plus 3 by 9. Okay, so the denominator is common. You can put the same denominator 9 and 8 plus 3, it will be 11. So that's about adding like fractions. Similarly, the subtraction of like fractions. Okay, subtraction of like fraction also it's same. You have to just Subtract the numerator. Keep the denominator as it is. For example, 5 by 2 minus 3 by 2. Okay. So here denominator is common. Keep the denominator as it is. And numerator you have to subtract. So 5 minus 3 it will be 3. As 5 minus 3 it will be 2. So the answer will be 2 divided by 2. Any number divided by the same number, you will get the answer as 1. So that's about subtraction of the like fraction. One more example I will tell. Subtraction of like fraction. 12 by 5 minus 2 by 5. Okay. So like fraction, the denominator is common. So you can put the same denominator, and 12 minus 2. 12 minus 2. Numerator you have to subtract. So 12 minus 2 it will be 10. 10 divided by 5. So the answer will be 10 divided by 5. You will be knowing it will be 2. So this is how you can do the subtraction of like fractions. Okay. So that's about subtraction of like fraction. Now we can study the subtraction of unlike fraction in another video. Till then, goodbye.